Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Tamara Tamu Collective, where dreams have no filter. So, this video is a little bit different. This is a behind the scenes look in the studio. I know the lighting is not the greatest. I was trying to bring in the natural sunlight, but anyway, we're just going to work with what we have right now. So, I wanted to do a follow up video to the last one where I was putting on a new image on one of my silhouettes that I had that was all white. And so I wanted to add another image. If you remember, it was, let's see, do I have my images out? Well, anyway, I'll just show you how it came out on the garment. So this is the back of the jacket. You know, if you can see. And the image on the side of the pant, I just painted just one side of the pant. Can you see that? And so that's how it came out. I don't know that I feel the greatest. It doesn't really match with the image that I had in my mind. However, my point in showing you that is when you are being creative, when you are deciding and choosing that you're going to do something, that you're going to detach from any outcome, the point in doing that is so that you can just enjoy the process, so that you can enjoy the doing, so that you can actually take the time to feel into what you are doing. So for me, it's very important for me to put, my heart into what I'm doing. It's important for me to put intention into what I'm doing. And if you're doing something that is out of force, or if you're doing something because you feel like you should, you're not going to put any feeling into it. And really, you're going to be attached to the outcome, because in the back of your mind, you're thinking, okay, well, since I'm doing something that I have to do, or I feel like I should do, really don't want to, but feel like I should do because it's an expectation from whomever, we can go down the list. Then to show that I didn't waste my time or I didn't waste my resources, I better get this outcome. Think about the last time that you were in a situation where you were doing things with that energy. If you're attached to, this is how it better look, this is the return I better get, nothing about that is offering you ease. Nothing about that is bringing you joy. If anything, it's bringing tension. It's bringing a lot of tension. It's bringing a lot of focus on time, which then in turn leads into that whole hustle thing. And then before you know it, you're so attached to the outcome, you're so attached to the time that you even forget about even rest. Why? Because, I got to get to this. I got to get to this end. I got to get to this outcome. I got to get to this because I put all this time in what I should do. I just have to get this. It just has to look a certain way, which then leads to all of that control, and it actually leads to even frantic energy as well. So I have been focused, I've been talking so much about creativity, going back to creativity, because it reminds us that we deserve to do things that we enjoy. Life is not, so let's take the example of a job. A job, a 40-hour-a-week job that you don't enjoy. And let's think about this. 40 hours. That is a lot of hours. That's, if you just take 30 days, a typical month, 30 days, and 40 hours a week, that's 160 hours of you being in constant, intense, unhappy feeling because you're forced to do something that you really don't want to do for a check. Think about that. Think about the blocks, the emotional blocks, and the tension that is just resting in your body. Just that idea, just to say that out loud doesn't even feel good. Do we need money? Yes. To live a harmonious life? Yes. We came here to exist in abundance, abundance in everything, abundance in all good, which includes money, because money is good. But programming has said we have to spend 40 hours a week, whether we like it or not, for this money. And that is simply not the case. So I say this to you specifically. I wasn't going to go there in this video, but I'm saying this to you specifically. If you are in that situation, if you are in a job, and let's just say this, most of the jobs, I'm 46 years old, so I can say that most of the jobs that I've had, first of all, don't even require 40 hours a week. Okay, somebody just came up with that. That ties into the education system, but I won't even get into that. But anyway, you know that most of the jobs out here do not require, you can finish them. You get to work at 8 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, you're done. I mean, let's just be honest. And a lot of times, especially if you've worked in corporate America, or if you do work in corporate America, most of those hours are in meetings. I remember the last corporate job, I should say the last job that I had in a huge corporation. It was typical 40 hours a week. And I think I was done with everything that I needed to do before noon. And so since I had time, I sat there and I counted all the hours that we sat in meetings weekly, okay? Weekly meetings. Out of those 40 hours, we spent almost 15 hours in meetings including group meetings, one-on-one meetings with every single manager, every single assistant manager, every single lead. 15 hours in meetings. So really 25 hours, even less than that, was just doing the actual job. Okay? So, going back to what I was saying, if you are in a situation where you've got these 40 hours a week and you know that is not it for you, do you need a job to bring in income? No, you do not. No, you do not. You can create something for yourself to bring in income. Now, for those of you that like your job, you don't see anything wrong. And I'm not saying that working, for someone else for 40 hours a week is right or wrong. I'm just saying this is what it is. Okay, so don't leave me any comments about that. But I'm talking to the person that is saying, I know that there is more for me than sitting here in this cubicle, in this office, whatever it is. Even if you're working from home, and okay, there's still more for me to experience and to live. There's more for me than to be tied to this schedule, than to be tied to this task that I don't feel passionate about. It's brain numbing. I'm over it. Get into creativity so that your intuition, so that you can connect to your spirit, so that you can connect to your soul to receive downloads of income generating, wealth generating ideas that you can create for yourself to generate income so that you can free yourself and be free. You deserve that. We all deserve to exist in freedom. Okay, so let me know if you guys like these types of behind the scenes, off the cuff, me showing you, what I'm working on as far as, my creativity. And by the way, this is one of my outfits that I'm wearing on. I got a couple of vacations coming up, and so this is just one of the outfits that I'm taking with me. So it's been fun to plan out my wardrobe for my travel this year. But anyway, take that. Let me know if you guys, again, like these off the cuff behind the scenes videos. And yeah, until next time, cheers.